Gives a big camp difference at all to players like Tony Lockett, but he gives them back.
Yeah, but has Lockett come along as well as you two would have expected? Well, he's a spasmodic player. He was overweight. He lost a bit of weight at the beginning of the season. He looks as though he's put a bit back, but he's a very talented player, and I think if the young kid was to concentrate a little bit more than he does, he'd be a super player.
Well, I think, you know, when you're in a side that's a little bit inconsistent, as St Kilda have been, and the pressure is on you like it is on Tony Lockett, so much more is expected of a Tony Lockett than some of the forwards in the top sides.
Well, we may have a late finish because the game's 5 minutes late in starting, nearly 6 minutes. It's due to start at a quarter past. It's now just on 21 past. Station managers and programmers take note. First quarter, the Swans versus St Kilda. I think the announcer's going to try and do some commentary as well at the ground.
He's done everything else.
Put a bomb in. Stevie Wright going through pretty solidly. Narkle might beat him for the ball. Hawke getting the front position. Narkle pounces on it beautifully and fires out the hand pass intended for Jobling. Jobling at left centre wing. The Saints kicking left of screen on the opening quarter. And a good mark taken at left half forward flank down there for the Saints by Grant.
I think they may have Grant playing at centre half forward. Bobby was picked as a ruck rover.
Yes, it does look as though he's there. Or the flank, Louis, maybe on the flank.
Can take a grab. Not a bad sort of a kick distance-wise off the hands of the pack and through for one behind. And the opening score of the quarter coming up at the 42-second mark to St Kilda.
Well, at least that's encouraging for the Saints. They've been to attack since the start of the game.
Carter. It's a good long kick by Carter up towards centre field, and the mark is taken by Teme. Teme's gone for a short pass out towards right half forward. Stevie Wright just a little bit late on the scene. Burns a safe grab. Burns, short pass. Keel went for the punch away. Loose ball at the 50-metre line, picked up by Williams, one of the favourites for the Brownlow medal. Williams has gone for a short pass. Up towards centre field, players over run the ball, chance for St Kilda. That was McConville. Edmund fumbles. Chance for McConville again. He finally picks the ball up. The umpire paid a free kick, but he's paid the advantage for all.
And the ball comes back in out of Collins. That's the ex-North Melbourne player. Gets a hurried kick back over centre half forward, over the top of the pack, knocked out by the Swans. It comes out wide. Has a go now. But the ball to be picked up by Tui. Was he legged? The umpire thought so, and he's given him a free kick. So Tui will take that free kick down there in the back pocket. The Saints are off to a start. They've kicked 1 point. The Swans yet to score. At the back is Moore with a great mark over the top of Wow Jones. Well, Wow Jones coming in to meet this one is the boy that Bob spoke about at the opening show as Nixon, the ex-Carlton player. It'll be a 15-metre penalty. Kicked by Nixon is back over the centre half forward position. Players set themselves. Punched out again. There's a chance for Jobling to pick this one up. Going in his right. Neither side can break clear here. And we find there'll be a ball up on that half forward flank position for St Kilda, about 65 metres out from their goal. St Kilda 1 point to the Swans yet to score. Knocked out by Smith. There's a hand pass coming back to Jobling again, doing pretty well in this early stage of the match. Going up was Carroll, back to Wow Jones, tapped it on. There's a go now for Barker, and the Saints skipper goes long, looking for Lockett. Ball punched out by Carter, going after his Burns. Burns gets a hand pass to Keel, but he's well smothered by Browning. Back it comes down to Dewey. Right on the 50-metre defence line to centre field. Breaks clear with a fine dash. Going up is Capper, and he goes down as quick as he went up in the air that time. The ball comes back here now towards Teme, picked up by Williams. A beautiful hand pass to Healy. This could be a goal. It is. Great play. Brilliant.
Against Smith. Jobling gets past Stevie Wright. Short kick out to the edge of the square. Keel in front. Bolton. Good hand pass. Oh, beautifully intercepted by Keel. Here's a chance for Burns to get the equaliser for St Kilda, and he has. Burns from 30 metres out has put it through. Lead by 1 point. 7 plays 6.
Where's Burns playing? In the forward pocket, Bob, is
Yes, Lou.
5 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Is that a good move?
Well, I think that's where he played last week. Narkle last week played in the centre, and I think that's where Narkle is this week. They've got Collins going on and off the ground with Wright, which means that going off the ground, on and off the ground with Murphy will be Darryl Cunningham.
Swans back into attack, but not for very long as Jones takes the mark. St Kilda come out towards centre wing. Joplin got underneath the ball. Wide towards the boundary. That could have almost been construed as in the back of the umpire, letting it go as Keel hits the fence, and we'll see a boundary throw it on the centre wing.
Into the quarter by just on 6 minutes, and the Saints doing okay at this early stage of the match. They're 1 goal, 7 points to the Swans, 1 goal. Ball knocked out that time by Tomei. Picked up by Narkle, shot across the centre half forward. Burns trying to get into position, tapped the ball out, but there'll be a free kick to Bays. But over his shoulder, and Bays to take the free kick on that 50-metre defence line. Kicks the ball back towards the wing position. Ball punched out by McConville. He actually missed that. Picked up by Jobling. He's been in everything since the start of the game. Flying high that time was Carroll. Ball smothered from Macasey that time. Coming out to meet it now is Bartholomeus. Can't get clear. The young fella goes down. Was he tripped? The umpire thought so. He'll get a free kick on that half-back flank position up towards the centre wing. Well, you would tell me he could run 100 metres in 10.7, Bob.
He's very quick, Lou. Originally from Langhorne Creek in South Australia.
Langhorne Creek. How about that? Ball hits the deck again. Tomei with a long hand pass and a good one. Picked up by Darryl Cunningham. Down towards the forward pocket. Tui comes out to meet it, but he can't grab it in time. And it's out of bounds. Inside the 50-metre attacking line for St Kilda. They're 1 goal, 7 points. The Swans 1 goal only. Into this quarter by just on 7 minutes gone. There's a chance now for Mitchell. Short kick, but Tomei's grabbed it again. Tomei quickly plays on from that half-forward line to the forward pocket. Ball tapped down, picked up by Mitchell again. Walks, he's in a bit of top, but gets a hurried kick. But there's Ware Jones. Oh, he dropped the centre that time. But luckily for him, backing up well as Nixon. That was good play on the part of Nixon, a good pass. And the ball marked right on the boundary line, this time by Darryl Cunningham. Short pass. It's okay, and it's a beauty.
Grant's a good mark there.
Grant, beautiful
very
play.
Very deceptive mark. He got a great leap, and St Kilda recruited him in the draft, coming across as a youngster from Tasmania, and he looks like turning out a ripper.
Well, that was a great leap for the mark, and he's only about 40 metres out. Angle pretty acute. There it is on its way, but he's hooked that one, and it's through for 1 point. So the Saints move on to 1 goal, 8 points. To Sydney, 1 goal, 6 points. Into this first quarter by just over 8 minutes.
We're back into play towards the centre wing position, knocked away by Gary Odgers. Narkle rows it well despite the tackle from Hawke. And a safe mark taken at centre half back by Dennis Carroll. Long kick by the Swan skipper to half forward, over the top. McConville, great grab. He started off very well too. St Kilda certainly playing with a lot of confidence at the moment. McConville out wide. And the mark is taken by Littler. Ticked on a long one. In towards Lockett. Well, somebody's come down with a grab. No, they haven't, says the umpire. Hand pass from Lockett was effective. Burns has a snapshot at goal. He's put it through. He's put through that goal. And we'll see no, we won't see a bounce at centre field. It's going to be a Swans free kick. Bolton comes out with a hand pass onto Mitchell at centre field. Mitchell straight down the ground. Oh, over the top. Chance for Stevie Wright if he can get clear despite the tackle from Collins. It looks good from here. It's a goal. So 4 goals scored. The difference 2 points. 2-2 to 2 straight. 14 plays 12.
Well, a quick hand pass after the free kick to Holt. He got it out. Mitchell puts the ball down. Looked as though it may have been a free kick there to Macasey, but not needed because Stevie Wright grabbing beautifully, putting it through with a quick snap.
Bob, you did mention that you thought Bays would probably be better off in attack and holding down the back pocket. Do you still go along with that?
I do go along with it, Lou.
2 points the difference in favour of St Kilda. Scrimmage there picked up by Stevie Wright. A good hand pass coming out to Bolton. He's a racehorse, this guy. Right out there on that half-forward flank from 50 metres out. Let's fly. Macasey, a good mark. That was a strong mark. Positioned himself beautifully for that one. And he's got a chance to put their 3rd goal on the board and his first.
I think we saw an example there, Lou, of the folly of players not running at the player, because St Kilda's defence did not run there at Bolton. He would continue to come down the ground and gain an extra 50 metres.
Well, there's Macasey going for the Swans' 3rd goal. He's successful. 1.5 minutes on the first quarter. 4 points the difference in favour of the Sydney Swans. Ball knocked out that time by Smith. Comes down to Bolt. Shows a bit of strength. Gets a kick, but it's off the side of the boot. Going after this, Tomei smothers that one. Tomei's played a fairly good game. The umpire's found a free kick. Called the advantage. Will Mark gets it up there to Lockett and Carter. In goes. He's kicked off the ground. I think it might have been the Bays. It might have been Bays. Bays and Burns went after that one, but it was finally kicked through by Bays. So
Lou, just watching Lockett, I think he's stopped leading as he used to do, and he had a chance when the player was coming down the ground then to lead, but he didn't do it. As Browning, after taking a hand pass, is in trouble now, but gets a push in the back. Well,
Joplin got right into his back, and he'll take that free kick out there on the centre wing position.
Greg Williams giving that hand pass.
So it's Browning ready to send the Swans back into attack. They're in front by 3 points. 18 plays 15 as he drives the ball over the half-forward line. Flying high was Mack as he got up too early. This is Mitchell. He's grabbed but gets a hand pass back to Healy over to right. Balk, a snap at goal. He won't make the distance, but Kappa's got the sit here. Oh, there's a great mark to McConville. That's 2 he's taken this first quarter. That was a strong mark.
It's reminiscent of Royce Hart, the way he came across from the side. A beautiful mark.
Great mark here. This time picked up by Bartholomeus, and he's missed that one, and it's out of bounds. He showed a bit of form there too when he grabbed that. Out it goes now to Holden, right on the boundary line, 50 metres out. Straightens up, boots the ball long up towards the full forward position. The pack fly on. Ball picked up there again by Hawke. Over it goes to Mitchell, a snap at goal. Kappa at the back, but it's through for 1 point. So it's St Kilda 2 goals 3-15 to Sydney 3 goals 1-19.
4 points the difference. 13.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Ball back into play. Picked up on the boundary line by Cunningham. Short pass to centre wing. Well directed. Joffa Cunningham now. Over the top to Keel. Good tackle by Carroll. Finally picked up by Littler. A short pass to the 50-metre line at Odgers. Over the top of Cunningham again. Chance for Barker. Barker, Odgers. High ball, Lockett and Carter. It's a wrestle. Burns again for a goal unless the umpire's thrown a free kick.
He's called the advantage rule, Pete.
It's a goal. But Burns kicking 2-3 goals now. Thank you, Robert. And he's been very dangerous up there as the Saints hit the lead again by 2 points.
It's too late now. I think I'll say once again I believe that Bays should be moved from the back pocket. Burns, well, it would have been a free kick anyway to Lockett. Burns reading it beautifully off the pack. Well, the move has been made. Tui now to the back pocket, and Bays coming out to a half-back flank. But I personally would put him on the wing.
He's an attacking player, Bob.
2 points the difference again in favour of St Kilda. Burns has 3 goals on the board. Holton tries to spin fair, might have been caught with it. No, says the umpire, it's going to be a ball up at centre field. Joplin comes up with the ball, but it's not his on this occasion, despite the fact that he has been playing well in the opening term so far. Jones jockeying for the front position against Smith. Barker into the hand pass out. This is Nixon. Nixon to the left half forward flank. On to Carroll. Swan skipper, long hand pass into Williams, who fumbles. Jones offloads him pretty well. Too high, says the umpire, and Greg Williams will take the free kick.
On replay now, we see...
Right across the chop, Pete.
Bit hard to stop Williams, though.
Yeah, he's a strong player.
A bit harder to stop Jones, too. McConville again tries for the streamer. Mitchell. Hurried hand pass intended for Stevie Wright. Mitchell backs his judgment again, fires it out to Bolton. Bolton goes to Williams, gets ridden into the ground by Narkle. McConville playing well in defence for St Kilda. Long ball to centre wing. And underneath it, Trevor Barker goes this way and back onto his right foot. Saints captain up towards left half forward flank, but standing his ground well this time is Mark Bays, who goes for the hand pass, and it's picked up by Browning.
Browning goes long out there to the wing position. A good pass, but badly picked up. Oh, beautifully picked up by Burns away from Morwood. Goes for a pass out wide. It'll be all right. This is Cunningham. That's Jeff Cunningham with a long hand pass coming over now to Littler. Ball back there again as it's driven up there by Collins up towards the full forward position. A chance for Keel. Couldn't get clear. A short kick back to Bark from Carroll. Carroll gets it over now. Barker to Cunningham. It's a goal.
Ace of the wing, holding to the back pocket.
You coaching from up
Must be coaching from up here. 17 minutes gone. The Saints looking good as we see a mark taken here in defence for the Swans by Tui. Over it goes to Bolton. A hurried kick back towards centre half forward. Nixon in front. That's a great mark to Morwood. Over the top of Nixon. And Morwood would be about 60 metres out. Kappa making a lead now. He got under that one, going after this Frawley down there in the back pocket. Over the line and out of bounds he goes, but he didn't let Kappa get clear. And there'll be a throw in about 50 metres out from the Swans goal. 4 goals, 327 St Kilda. To the Swans, 3-1-19. Healy, Williams, Mitchell's grab. Back to Healy again. He's clear over the Bolton. This looks dangerous. A long shot at goal. I don't think he'll make the distance. Kappa swamped there, but he's got it. It was a good and well-judged mark by Kappa. There's 2 of them on him, but he outmarked 2 of them. It was a good effort, Bob.
That's an excellent mark, Lou. I just wondered whether he used a little trick and got a little push in the back. That
I think he gave the Frawley one to go on with early.
He did.
But
look, Lou, if you can get away with it, if you do it in such a position where the umpire doesn't see it.
That's good luck, isn't it? Waiting on Kappa to kick his first goal, and of course the Swans' 4th.
Kappa very shrewdly has snuck a couple of yards around. The umpire not picking that one up.
He's only about 5 metres out. Oh, they're going to call play on.
He did come around.
He came around. That was a good bit of play on the part of young Collins. He anticipated that. And of course he forced him into an error, and he's kicked a point. So they go to 3 goals, 2-20 to St Kilda, 4 goals, 3-27.
Well, by coming across, by moving across, Kappa played on, and the umpire called it.
Well, 4 marks to young Collins, the ex-North Melbourne boy.
Nixon. It's a half-back. He's got a mark. Yes, it is to Healy. Out to Browning. Browning from left half forward flank. Onto Morwood. As he got the mark, had a grab at it. The umpire didn't play it correctly. Picked up by Stevie right on the boundary line. Collins tackles him well. Gets it back to Healy. Healy on the boundary line from 45 metres out. Can score from there, but he's off target and through out of bounds.
Tell you what, the Saints are going after them, aren't they?
Well, it's an excellent game so far, Lou. The Swans are playing well also, and so both teams doing a good job.
The reserves grade match was quite a high standard. We saw 50 goals scored there. Whether we'll see that here as the mark is taken by Teme, and he too for St Kilda has started very well.
Not bad when you kick 20 goals, the other ones kick 31.
And you lose by 10 or 11.
Well, they kicked 20 goals, 27.
In towards centre field, Bayes at the top. Picked up by Burns, who's been a very damaging player. Williams, Mitchell on a run at half forward. Long in towards Kappa in the square. Kappa at the back. Got the set for mark. What a grab. He lobs those from the behind. Right over the top of Danny Frawley.
He hurt himself when he came down too. I think he's on a jar to the river too.
I think he's all right.
He's okay, Lou. He landed on a lip.
Well, I think whatever.
Replay, and there's a great mark.
Kappa making no mistake for his first goal in the Swans' 4th.
That must hurt when you come down like that. I've never been in the position.
Me either. But apparently when you take a mark like that, it cures the ailment, Bob.
1 point the difference now, 21 minutes into the first quarter. Ball knocked down to Williams again. And that's a fine mark taken by Gamble. Gamble from centre half back. Tries to get around Healy.
Oh, that's dangerous.
That bad hand pass. Kappa in front of Teme on the Stevie right around Frawley, right on the boundary line. Can he pick it up? Doesn't get a good bounce at all. Over the ball goes, and him. It's out of bounds. Throw in forward pocket.
That's almost giving away a goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, ridiculous.
That's a game.
In case you missed it.
Whoop.
We might see a bit more of that during this year, I think.
To the year left off. Of course, we'll see him in the finals. Kappa over the top went for the knock on to Mackenzie. He has a snapshot of goal. That looks pretty good from here. The Swans in front. 2 goals to Darren Mackenzie. And Kappa in the play again.
That's Kappa doing well. We'll tap the ball down there. And the Swantable. And there's Darren Mackenzie. Mackenzie competing in the ruck. Gerard Healy kicking the ball off the ground. And there's Kappa tapping the ball down. An excellent piece of play to allow Mackenzie to kick a goal.
5 points the difference, just over the 22-minute mark of this first quarter in favour of the Swans. They've bounced back, and as Bob said, since Williams has started to come in the game in the centre field position. Well, that was knocked out. I wouldn't give any ruckman the benefit of that one. Finally, it's Smith getting it back to Browning. Goes after again, taps it on, picked up by Moore. He's slung. There's a chance now for the two Cunningham brothers to mess it up, but it's Jeff Culling coming out with the ball, driving it out towards the wing position. Holden anticipated beautifully. Goes for hand pass to Mays, and the ball is out of bounds. He couldn't pick it up then.
And Smith did very well in Lee to force that ball forward from the centre.
It might have been a free kick to Holden because he was grabbed around the neck or the back of the hit on the ear after he kicked the ball. So he drives it back from that half-back line. Nixon in front. Wow, Jones went down pretty heavily. Nixon gets a good hand pass. Coming out to meet it is Jobling. He fumbled that one. In goes to May. His hand pass is not too good. And it's Healy getting a beauty over now to Mitchell. Mitchell's grabbed. Back it goes to Bolton. They're starting to look good now, the Swans. Oh, Edmund couldn't hold that one, but Cottrell's got him well covered. He's going to cop on that side from Kappa. Going to his full. They soon nab him. He can't get clear. Kappa's slug. He can't get out from Hodges, and the umpire's going to call no. Play a free kick. It'll go to Williams from the back. Pretty tough and torrid football there. Well, he's sit in the back. We'll leave that one to you, sitting at home enjoying this match. And it is a good game. Only 5 points the difference. A short pass, and a beauty it is too. And it's marked by Jimmy Edmund, well within kicking distance, directly in front, only about 30 metres out.
McConville's pretty cook. He should have been with Edmund there, but he doesn't look too good at the moment, McConville. I
think he came down pretty heavily. He got up pretty high, Bob. Might have got, there was a kick on the pack there too. That might have been it too.
He's coming off, Lou, and
5 minutes gone. Swans looking good as the ball is picked up here by Hawke. Hawkins centre half back, goes for a long kick over the half forward line. The ball hits the deck. Coming in to meet it now as Collins went down. Wright comes out with the ball back to Mitchell. This could be another one. Yes, another goal. So they're running home the Sydney Swans. 7 goals, 2-44 to St Kilda. 4 goals, 3-27.
Yes, and to make a bit of, while St Kilda have got that bit of a run on, young Gamble making the mistake of going across the ground. It didn't actually turn into a goal, but eventually they got a goal from it.
Now let's take a look at how we believe he did the injury. The kick from Kappa right into the wrist. That wouldn't do it much good at all. So he's having that attended to now. Picked up by Narkle from the centre bounce. With good tackle, still trying to spin out, and he gets his kick in. Short to half forward. Oh, fine mark over the top taken by Grant.
He can fly this kid, can't he?
Good mark.
A great leap. 2
marks so far. This is certainly the more spectacular of the two. And he would be within kicking distance, about 40 metres from goal. St Kilda need one at the moment, with time on being played in the first quarter. Might be just drifting across marginally. The goal umpire agrees, does he? Yes. One behind to take St Kilda to 4-4 and the Swans 7-2. Carter. Narkle.
Doing well, Pete.
Narkle's doing well. The pass, is it okay? Yes, leading up is Tony Lockett. See him do more of that. And Lockett a chance to bring up the Saints' 5th goal in his first.
On replay now, we see a beautiful pass there from Phil Narkle. He's doing an excellent job in the centre so far. Good duel there. The two of them are playing well, Williams and Narkle.
5th goal for St Kilda if he's accurate. Goal umpire indicates that he is. And Lockett putting through his first. And a much-needed run for the Saints to bring them to within 10 points. 5-4 to 7-2, 27 minutes into the term.
Tony Lockett coming up to say thank you to Phil Narkle as Narkle took the mark, plays on, and hooks it wide and gets the lead. And as I was saying earlier, now Lockett to me is not leading enough.
Well, he led that time and got the goal. Dividends are on the board. 10 points the difference, 27.5 minutes gone. First term, it's been a great quarter of football. Smith knocks the ball down, but not clear. Mitchell's hand passes to Healy and turn to Williams. Williams over to Bays at left centre wing. Bays, long ball, he can kick a football. This fellow, Kappa at the back. Ball touched off the hands and through for 1 point to make the difference 11 points, 45 to 34.
He always looks dangerous, my ball up in the air, but he's got to sit on the guys, Bob, doesn't it, for Kappa?
I think I'd be more inclined to play Kappa from behind, Lou.
Yep, me too, or from the side.
Morwood and Nixon. Might have been on the shoulder to Nixon, but the umpire calls play on. Tomei does just that. Looks for Narkle again. Narkle, hand pass, effective, and taken away for the Saints by Nixon up toward the far forward flank, and the mark is taken by Littler.
Well, they're bouncing back okay, St Kilda.
Littler about 55 to 60 metres out. Lockett on a lead. He's gone for him, leading into the pocket. Can't quite get there, and a good safe mark. Has it been paid to Tui? I think so, yes.
Good mark to Tui. Left that lead a little bit too late, Lockett, but he came out a lot better than he has been apparently over the last few weeks. He's already kicked one goal. Oh, there's a great mark to ground. This kid can really go for a mark. Over it goes to Nixon from about 65 metres out. Burns is sandwiched between two of them, had no hope. In goes Keel, tries to come out with the bullet, but he's got no hope of getting out, and the umpire will ball it up about 25 metres out from the Saints' goal. So St Kilda, a 5-4 to the Sydney Swans 7-3. Knocked out by Smith. Narkle going after it. Bounces it. Oh, well, it bounces beautifully for him. Hooks the ball back towards the forward pocket, but there's a strong mark taken by Carroll. Carroll down there in the back pocket position.
It's amazing how losing one player, losing McConville, has meant that Barker has to go to defence, and so the St Kilda forward line doesn't look anywhere near as strong.
Well, there's the chance that the umpire's paying that mark to Morwood. Said he held it long enough, and I agree with him, and there's a 15-metre penalty. This brings him right down to... There it is again. Of course, he was put off balance there, and that'll be a free kick and a mark, and he's right at the centre-half forward position, about 50 metres out from goal. 45 plays 34, a difference of 11 points. Now, he could nearly kick this one because he is a good kick, Tony Morwood. He's gone for a pass. It was a dangerous one. They missed that, kicked off the ground again by Gamble, out wide to Williams on that 50-metre line. A hand pass, never misses with those. Over it goes to Holden. Down towards Cameron Frawley, coming across as Jones. He knocked Frawley over then. Pretty typical for Ruckman, and
Frawley doesn't look too good.
No, he stunned him a bit. So it's out of bounds. It'll be a penalty free kick down there in the back pocket. Frawley limping pretty bad. That'll be a blow if they lose him after losing McConville. Oh, I shouldn't have... I suppose you'd blame Frawley for that, wouldn't you?
I'm not going to comment.
No, neither am I. I've made my comment.
I thought you already had.
Good mark to Healy. And Healy's within inside the 50-metre line, right on the boundary. So this will be a difficult shot. It'll be interesting to see what Kappa does, whether he makes a lead or decides to sit back and go for the big jump.
Crawley looks in real trouble, Luke.
Yes, he's in plenty of trouble. He's signaling to bring him off the ground, so that's two they'll lose.
And two good players at that.
There's the kick by Healy, right into the goal square. Oh, just about a goal. No, it was touched right on the line. It was a great kick by Gerard Healy. So it's 7 goals, 446 Sydney Swans to St Kilda, 5 goals, 434. Into this first quarter by just over 31 minutes.
Well, Danny Frawley is limping. He should perhaps be taken off. Doesn't look too good at the moment. Quarter-time siren not too far away. He's got a chance to rest there. Ball back into play towards the outer side again. And almost a mark to Carroll. The umpire says play on. Narkle dives on top of it. And we'll see a bounce on the edge of the square.
He's played well this first quarter, Narkle, Bob.
He's played an excellent quarter, Lou, and he's used the ball well.
Jones and Smith. Picked up by Collins. He had his kick smothered though. More with a chance with the right foot. And that looks pretty accurate. Forward brings up another one for the Swans. They're looking good in the latter half of this quarter, certainly. 8-4 to 5-4. 18 points the difference in favour of the home side.
Lovely play once again by Greg Williams. Just a little tap over the top. As we see the kick smothered. And there's the tap there by Greg Williams, which allowed Tony Morwood to get the goal. And the young Smith is doing quite well in the ruck, Lou.
Yes.
For Tony Morwood's first goal, Mackesy has 2 for the Swans, Burns 3 for St Kilda. 42 for the Swans is Smith.
Littler to full back with Crawley limping up towards the forward line.
Right, good tackle by Collins. Williams breaking clear again just as the whistle goes.
Lou, can you understand with the interchange system why you would leave Crawley on the ground at the moment?
No, I'd get him off. Certainly he's not too good down there. He's still limping pretty badly.
No, with the interchange system, you can't understand it. Free kick going to St Kilda. The recipient will be Wow Jones, just off the edge of the square, and Crawley ultimately limping off at the 33-minute mark of the term. Let's hope that he can come back on. Hodges takes the kick at centre wing. It's smothered though as the siren goes to end the very entertaining first quarter. Not a good one for St Kilda injury-wise. They're well in the match, certainly, only 3 goals down, and the scoreboard indicating 8-4 the Swans, the Saints 5-4 at the first change.
He did, and there's young Tony Smith, formerly from Morningside up in Brisbane, and prior to that from Finley. And now those 4 youngsters that have come into the side, all from New South Wales.
Second quarter from the SCG, 18 points the difference in favour of the Swans. The Saints get back into it. Knocked away by Jones. Wow Jones. Picked up by Dennis Carroll. His kick smothered into the arms of Bolton. Attempted knock on, almost hit it straight to Narkle. Hawke went through, Morwood's hand pass intercepted well out there by Nixon, who might have got one at the back. Cattles into Williams pretty smartly. Can't get clear. The bounce will take up still inside the square.
Excellent play by Nixon there.
Yeah, he looked as though he was lost, gone beyond recall there, but he went after it. That was courage and a lot of determination.
Smith and Jones. Like I say it before,
Alias.
long alias, Smith and Jones. Now that we've said it, I won't have to worry. So another bounce. No one making much headway in the first 30 seconds or so of the second quarter. Knocked down by Jones again. Picked up by Cunningham. Gets it out to Narkle. Dummies the hand pass and then over the top of Bolton. Was good play. And the Saints go forward now. It's driven forward by Collins. In towards the forward pocket. That's almost a grab to Lockett. Burns and Holden doing battle. Out of bounds just about. Burns the hand pass. On to Keel if he can pick it up. Gets well offloaded by Bartholomeus. And it will be a boundary throw-in. Ask Jack Dyer how you pronounce it. Knocked down by Lockett on that occasion. There's a chance for a Saints goal. Grant has the shot but puts it through for only 1 point.
I think that's Grant's third behind too, Bob, isn't it?
Yes, well, it was good play by Lockett. Get up there and thump the ball and give Grant a chance. 17
points the difference. It's past the 1.5 minute mark of the second quarter. Oh, good mark taken down there by Williams in front of Narkle. Both of those players have been quite damaging for their respective sides so far. Williams from the edge of the square out towards centre wing, tries to find Morwood, successful, and Morwood takes the grab. 2 minutes gone.
Well, Morwood's certainly playing a lot better than the last time we saw him up here. He's really going well now. Edmund couldn't grab that one. Down goes Evans. The ball is knocked back to Williams again. Always doing something with over to Bartholomeus.
Well, Williams caught one behind play.
Yes, he went down, but it's finally picked up now by Darryl Cunningham, having a bit of a run going around that wing position, showing plenty of dash. Drives it down to Grant. He couldn't hold that mark. Coming out as Lockett. He's well guarded. Picked up here now. Ingleton has a snap at goal, but the Saints are off target once again. And it's through for 1 point. So they've had plenty of opportunities. 52 plays, 36, a difference of 16 points. Into the second quarter by just over 2.5 minutes. It's Browning to bring the ball back into play. It's a long kick by Browning. Right up to nearly to the centre of the ground. Coming in as right, grabs that beautifully, shoots away from Collins, shoots the ball back down towards centre half forward, but Barker's there to take a good mark in front of Jimmy Edmund. Hand pass coming over to Nixon. Nixon kicks it long to the wing position. Ball tapped on again, over it goes to Jobling. It was good play on the part of Burns. Jobling, a left footer. Oh, it's a shocking kick straight to the into the arms of Browning and takes that mark in the back pocket. Over to Bolt. Browning's kick is a good long one. He always kicks the ball long, and there's a great mark to Ward. He's in rare form today, Bob.
Yes, I'd certainly move Nixon away from Ward. He's just not tight enough, and 15-metre penalty, and Nixon's picking up his kicks himself, but nowhere near tight enough.
There's the kick, the hand pass going over to Holden. Ball comes back again. A hand pass comes out now to Nixon again. Hooks the ball high back towards the wing position. Coming over as Bolton. He's got taken a fine mark. Oh, he copped one there, should have lost that. He might lose it. You know, he's given Cunningham, that's Jeff Cunningham, one to go on with in the face. Trying to get around him, he does. Burns goes after him too. He's down, but the ball is kicked up there. They're having a bit of a go down there on that umpire talking to Cunningham.
He shouldn't have did what he did either.
Short pass from Jones. It'll be okay, and Jeff Cunningham's got the mark at half back. Well, we tipped this could be on for young and old before the game's over, and I think it will be. Oh, golly. I just copped a heavy one that time and takes the mark out there on the wing position. Quickly plays on, a hand pass. Ball driven up there by Collins to the forward pocket, towards the forward pocket. That's a good play on the part of Tui then. It was a good knockout away from Ingleton. And the ball's out of bounds about 50 metres around from the Saints' goal. Ball back into play. Just on the 5-minute mark, we see Wright get a hand pass back. Holden gets it over to Browning, and they take it away from the danger zone.
Long kick by the former Swans captain, Morwood again. Certainly played much better today than he did against Hawthorn. Short pass over the head of Narkle. Out comes Mitchell, getting tripped up as Cunningham might get a free kick for such.
Actually, Darryl Cunningham played a fair game for this first quarter a bit.
He's done a good job, Lou. He and Mitchell have both been good players.
Cunningham with the hand pass to Narkle, possibly St Kilda's best player so far. Narkle to half-forward, fine grab Carroll. Swans captain again leading by example. He's looking for and finding Greg Williams on right centre wing. Williams a short pass again. Morwood doing the damage at right half-forward flank, 50 metres from goal. Wobbly punt kick, and a good St Mark is taken down there for the Saints by Gamble. Wobbly punt kick.
Someone under Morwood.
Ingleton around Browning and Hawke. Short pass, tries to find Keel. Bartholomeus was right there with him. Over the top to Hodges. Kick dropping short to half-forward. Two Saints are there. Tui's brought them. In goes Burns. Umpire's found a push-out. Free kick is on. Now he's got to bring that back.
Tui and Grant having a bit of a go there.
Now, he did bring it back.
It's not a game.
The fight continues, though.
Well, we anticipated this beat, didn't we?
We did. I thought we'd see a few earlier than this, though, I must admit.
Well, this is starting to warm up. This
Yeah, there's a tangle of
The sun came out. Crawley back onto the ground. Barker going off now.
It's interesting. Barker got a heavy one before, landed heavily, but Frawley not limping, so let's hope he's okay. Certainly leading down there with Warwick Kappa. Is he going on to Kappa? No, he's not. Free kick to Burns anyway, the upshot of all that, who has already kicked, as you can see there. 3 goals. Directly in front, 45 metres out. Ball swung away and then came back, and it's through. This is 10 points as the game starts to hot up. So to the river, umpires give it a free kick to the Swans. It'll be taken by Healy. But a very good first quarter ruck roving. He's back.
The umpire knocked him out. He's going all right.
Hawke has a shot at goal and has missed it as through for only 1 point to make the difference. 11 points now in favour of Sydney, 8-5 to 6-6.
The umpire knocked Jones over fair dinkum then. That takes a bit of doing.
Can't gamble, then he had his eye taken out by the goal umpire's flag. He brings the ball back into play. He's gone for a short pass, tries to find Nixon. Morwood, one-handed, gets it away from him temporarily at least. Picked up by Nixon. Nixon's hand pass intended for Ingleton. Good tackle by Browning. Ingleton tries to break there. Finally they do. Now to Collins. Collins' kick is up towards the half-back line, and the mark taken by Narkle in front of Bolt.
Narkle at centre-half back, quickly plays on, boots the ball up to the half-forward on a good mark to Keel. There's a chance now for Burns to kick goal number 5, a left-footer. Knocked out by Carter, going after again. Lockett's there, he's grabbed him, he dropped the ball. Burns couldn't pick it up, picked up beautifully by Bartholomeus. Is that dropping the ball? No, the umpire said no as Carroll kicks it off the ground. Over to Mays, they get it away from the danger zone. They were a bit lucky to get away with that. There'll be a free kick and a 15-metre penalty against Wow Jones. He's having a real good trot. The umpire knocked him over just a couple of minutes ago. Now he's lost that one. There's Mitchell driving it down there towards Edmund. Ball punched out by Frawley. Looks okay now. Went off the ground in that first quarter with an injured ankle. It looked as though it could have been. Lee, was it? 53 plays, 42. A difference of 11 points. Knocked out by Jones. Not a good one. Williams gets a hand pass over to Healy. A running shot at goal. Kappa's got a chance to mark here. Now it's too long and it's through for 1 point. So we see the scoreboard. St Kilda 6 goals, 642 to the Sydney Swans. 8 goals, 654 into the second quarter by just over 9.5 minutes. And I must say the standards have been very high in this game today. Out it comes now, a chance for Frawley to mark. Well played by Evan, but the ball is knocked out of bounds. Out of bounds about 75 metres around from the Sydney Swans goal. Crowd round about the 14 or 15,000 mark today, I would say. The chance now for the ball to be picked up by Evan. Shows a lot of pace. Drives it back towards over the centre half forward position. Grant goes, couldn't hold the mark. Picked up by Carroll. Scoots away from the pack. Shows plenty of dash over to Williams. And they go back into attack with Bays grabbing the ball at centre field. Browning, the centre half forward. A long shot at the goal. That's a mighty long kick looking for Camry. Touched it, but it's finally off his hands and through for 1 point. So they go to 8 goals, 755, and they've got to earn every kick here today to the Saints 6 goals, 642.
Ball back into play toward the Edinburgh stand side. Frawley, Edmund, Mitchell. Mitchell's hand pass taken by Healy. Tries to break the tackle well, does so onto Hawke. Hawke just about caught by Odgers, and so the hand pass went astray. Mitchell, a wild hand pass again out of the pack. Chance for Bays. It comes to Jones. What's Jones going to do with it this time? Onto Odgers, to Cunningham. Cunningham at centre field, and the Saints stream forward. Long kick by Cunningham. Could almost be a score. It bounces the wrong way, though, for St Kilda. Oh, steps on a goal. It was not bad. Thought it had gone through too. I had anyway. Grant finally picked it up and put it through. 8-7 to 7-6. And the Saints, well, they're really more than just nuisance value insofar as the Swans concerned today. 48 to 55. Approaching the 12-minute mark of the term. Knocked down by Smith. Opportunity for Narkle. Hawke might beat him to it. He does so. Hand pass intended for Bays. Intercepting is Nixon. Runs straight into his teammate at Odgers. Ball out towards the centre wing position, and Jobling gets the hand for the pass on the Keel, who marks in front of Browning.
About up too, I'd say.
It was Keel. Carroll. Right on the boundary line, and well shepherded the Swan skipper. Goes long to centre wing. Jones is there at the back. Should mark. Takes it. It's the hand pass again. Back to Keel. Back it goes to Odgers. Tackled by Browning. Back to Wow Jones. Jones lobs it high. Over the top is Cunningham, and the mark is taken by Job.
And the ball back there towards the full forward position. Oh, nearly a mark to Grant. He's paying it. Well, he went for it, and he's paid that mark, and Grant's got a chance to make the difference. Only 1 point. They're really fighting back.
On replay now, an excellent mark by David Grant.
Would you have paid that?
Certainly would, Luke.
4 marks to Grant.
Well, Grant's got a chance now from about 30 metres out. He's already kicked 1 goal, but he's kicked 3 behind. So let's see if he's on the target with this kick. There's the kick on its way. And there's no worries about that. A point the difference. And the Swans certainly have a tough game on their hands here today at the Sydney Cricket Ground. 13.5 minutes gone. Tommy Apey on the phone looking pretty worried, so he should be. 8 goals, 755 to 8 goals, 654.
Now let's take a look at Grant again. That one that tricked Dennis Carroll.
All I can say, Pete, is that the goal umpire was in excellent position to watch it. And replay that mark, and the goal resulting from that mark to David Grant for his 2nd goal.
I think he might have been a bit lucky to get that mark, Bob, just the same. Trevor Barker on the bench. Certainly the St Kilda captain would be pretty happy with the side's performance here today so far. Knocked out by Smith, picked up by Nixon, but his kick went into the leg of Narkle, back kicked off the ground by Cunningham, comes out to his brother. That's Jeff going after now, in a bit of trouble trying to get a hand pass out to Narkle. He's got it, and little Narkle drives it up to the half forward on a chance for Burns to mark. There's a clash. Grant again, couldn't grab it in time, and they're really going into attack now, the Saints, and putting plenty of pressure on the Swans. They're in a bit of trouble here at the moment, Bob. Sydney.
Yes, they're playing really well, St Kilda.
Ball back into play. There's a go now for Tui. That's a long hand pass for the wild one. Picked up by Collins. Up there it goes towards Lockett and Carter. They both missed that. Ball tapped on by Bays as it goes for Burns. Picked up by Lockett. Back to Burns. Balked. Chance for his 5th goal, but it's off target and through for 1 point, but it's made scores dead level. 8 goals, 755 points apiece. Into the 2nd quarter by just on 15 minutes. And what a game we've got on our hands here at the moment.
Great game at the moment. There's Rod Carter. Looks for a lead across the half-back line. Carter with his hands full with Tony Lockett. That's a beautiful kick distance-wise. Bayes tries to knock the ball clear. Jobbing right in the air in so doing. Picked up by Williams. His hand pass intended for Holden, who got grabbed when he didn't have the ball. And Holden will take the free kick just wide of the centre circle. Over the head of Edmund. Knock on by Wright. Here he goes for the hand pass. Gamble, got one in the back from Maxey, not seen by the umpire. And it will be a bounce about 20 metres from the Swans' goal.
Well, they're getting in front of the Swans now. That's the St Kilda mob, Bob, and that's giving them a big chance here today in this second quarter.
Well, when you consider also that they've lost two of their, not just their best players over the year, but two of the players who were playing excellent games today.
Daryl Cunningham's kick, the knock-on from Maxey went astray, finds Smith. Smith to Williams. Williams and Narkle, as I mentioned earlier, both playing good football. Otters to Narkle.
Right, playing the right.
He's just about BOG at the moment. Narkle's kick up towards centre field. Holden at the back, and Carroll tried to knock it clear. Cunningham. Keel. Keel at the half-forward flank, 55 metres out. Lockett on a lead and marks in front of Carter. As you pointed out, Bob, he looks so much better when he does lead and move around at the forward line.
It's probably just a lack of confidence. Doesn't matter how good a player you are, if you drop a little bit in confidence, it makes all the difference. You just stop doing the things that, when you're chock full of confidence, you do naturally.
Well, he's such a good mark, isn't he, Tony Lockett?
So strong. That's the big feature about him too, Pete.
And obviously he's been working on his fitness because he's not as heavy as he once was. That's extremely true. He's kicked one. 45 metres out. Bayes was the high flyer there. The ball through for 1 point, and that is the difference in the scores now, with the Saints in the lead by that margin, 8-8 to 8-7 at the 17-minute mark of the term.
But it looked as though the Swans were going to get away from them just before quarter time, but they've really bounced back now. St Kilda, really a mark to Burns, but the umpire's paying it. Burns has played a very good game down there in the forward pocket, looking for a Lockett again. But it falls short, grabbed by Carroll. Good anticipation. Back there to right, back to Carroll. They don't want to mess about. They can lose it. Carroll's clear now, but it's a hurried kick back towards that half back line. And they've got it again. This is Jeff Cunningham with the mark.
Playing an excellent game, though, isn't he?
Well, they've got many good players, and the Sydney Swans are finding it hard to get clear of this mob. They're really hanging on. He's got a 15-metre penalty. And that's giving him a big chance to lob it up there to Lockett. Lockett and Carter for this one. Having a bit of bustling. Oh, two players clash there. It comes back to Keel. This looks dangerous. A hand pass coming over now to Ingleton. His kick is smothered. Back to Keel again. They go. Did he get it in the back? Umpire didn't think so, and the umpire will ball it up about 20 metres out from the St Kilda goal.
I know there's a big crowd at the St Kilda Social Club at the moment, Lou, and they'll all be quite happy with the way their team's performing.
Well, they'll be very proud of the way their boys are going. Knocked out by Lockett. Coming in to meet it now as Hodges overruns the ball. Back it goes to Bayes, out there on the 50-metre defence line. Out wide, coming in to meet it as Nixon overruns the ball. Healy goes down from Tomei. Tomei finally gets it up. It's a bad kick, picked up by Bayes again. Up towards the Swans half-forward line. Edmund can't mark. He's not having a very good day today. Knocked on by Wow Jones. Picked up by right over to Williams. Back it comes now to Bolt, having trouble picking it up. Plenty of Saints there. Burns goes down. They fall on top of him. And the umpire will ball it up down towards centre half-forward for the Sydney Swans. So we're into this quarter, the second by 19 minutes. And St Kilda in front by a point.
Bounce at centre field. Jones and Smith. Knocked down by the latter. Nearly grabbed when he didn't have the ball. Evans on to Burns. Burns to Narkle. What a game he's playing. Narkle around Bartholomeus. Grant, left forward pocket. Hooks it over the top. Keel should mark.
And I reckon Grant spotted him there, Bob, because that was a beautiful bit of play on the part of Grant right from the boundary line. Looks as though he kicked pretty wild. You watch there.
Here it is again.
He had a quick look and he knew that Keel was there. That was a lovely pass.
Keel, a chance to goal from 35 metres out on the angle. Hit the post. So no luck going the Saints' way there. And Peter Keel obviously disappointed, but the Saints lead by 2 points, 57 to 55. Dennis Carroll this time to bring the ball back into play. And dropping a little bit short. Still got 50 metres with the kick though. And Keel again. intercepted by Smith, marking in front of Burns. Bolton to the right half back. Holden. Browning running with him. Ingleton comes in for the tackle, but a little bit late. Well, Gamble gave a nice old bit of a nudge out there. The umpire might have played in the mark, though he has. Still, if you can get away with it, as we mentioned before, why not? Gamble, not a good kick. Doesn't bounce too kindly for Cunningham either. Hawke. Beautifully done, though, from Cunningham to win out. In the centre field in Collins, centre wing. Back to Cunningham again. Playing a great game. Mark right half forward to Evans. Evans not wasting any time either, but a badly directed kick. I don't know who that was intended for.
Grant, he was on his own, but he badly directed it, Pete.
It didn't get within 10 metres of him. What's he doing here? He's telling him to kick over the mark.
I always thought you could handball if you wanted to.
I thought so too. That's a strange one to me.
Okay. That's a mark of Tui. Tui scooting off pretty quickly. Tui from left centre wing. That's a beautifully long kick up towards Kappa. Knocked into the arms of Healy by Littler. As we move to the key defence post, and the umpire has decided on a bounce.
And full marks to young Littler too, Pete. He doesn't let Kappa take a mark since he's been on him.
2 points the difference. Just on the 22-minute mark of the second quarter. Favour of St Kilda. Going in, there's Williams. He's collared that time by Darryl Cunningham. Couldn't get clear. Down towards Kappa. Kappa gets a good hand pass out to Mitchell and a goal of the second quarter. They found it hard to wear this mob down, St Kilda. Smith's kick wasn't a good one. Picked up by Williams. As usual, a good hand pass to Bolt. Down it goes towards the forward pocket. Gamble comes out to meet it, and the ball is out of bounds. About 40 metres around from the Sydney Swans goal. Sydney Swans are 9 goals, 761 to St Kilda 8 goals, 957. Well, back into play again. Knocked out by Jones to Gamble. A hand pass coming back to May, but there's a crash up here, and the umpire will ball it up. Still round about the 50-metre attacking line there for Sydney Swans.
A replay of the previous goal.
Is that a throw?
It looked like a throw. No. Get away with it, all well and good.
Gamble spinning out the pack with a hand pass to Collins. He's grabbed, slung, but still gets the kick back towards Browning. Well played that time by Grant. Ball picked up again by Tui. Drives it over the half-forward line. At the back is Big Wow Jones. Oh, just about a mark to Mackenzie, I would say. Now it's Hawke. It was a strong mark.
Well, no matter how tall you are, Wow Jones, it's not quite good enough to punch the ball away there.
He's about inside the 50-metre attacking line, so it should finish up kicking from that 50-metre line. There's the kick. Off the hands of forward. The ball finally driven back that time by Nixon. Finally, it's picked up now by Healy. Shoots it across to centre half forward. Coming out to meet it now is the ball. Little Mitchell. He's grabbed, well tackled by Nark. He goes down. Mitchell taps it on, picked up by Bays. A left foot snap and goal, but it won't come around enough. And it's through for 1 point. So it's 9 goals, 862, the Sydney Swans, to St Kilda 8 goals, 957. Into this second quarter by just on 24.5 minutes.
Cunningham. Darryl Cunningham. To the edge of the square, knocked away by Browning. Hand pass comes out to Ingleton at centre field. Chance for the Saints to score now. Keel, lovely Borkman sidestep. Gets it back in turn. And having a shot down there was Jobling.
Swans are a bit lucky they're off target, St Kilda, Bob, because they've really been having a ping at the goals in this second quarter.
6-2. Sorry, Pete, I thought Jobling could easily have passed to Grant on that occasion.
Taken by little Mitchell. 15-metre penalty. I don't think that'll really worry Burns that much because he was intending that he didn't run off. He does finally from the edge of the square. Swans into attack to half forward. Williams, he played on. He played on.
He did play on.
I reckon the umpire was wrong that time, Pete.
He's got a 15-metre penalty now. He's not playing on, I'll go he.
The umpire suggesting that Narkle came from behind. He did, but
the bloke has gone to the side of the mark.
I really feel the umpire made an error there, and it could be a costly one for St Kilda.
Williams' kick, will it get there? I think it has. That's a goal. A free kick Kilda.
Narkle.
Had a great duel in the centre.
He's played well too, this fellow.
Certainly played wide of each other, haven't they? Narkle and a half forward, almost a mark to Keel. Carter. Nice kick.
Carter.
With the umpire playing the advantage rule. Turi takes advantage of that. On to Hawke at right centre wing. Hawke goes for the long shot down towards Tony Moore, but a good save mark was taken in by Nixon. On to Odgers. Back to Gamble. Tries to get around nearly, then he had his red hair taken off. Crawley. Keel. Well, runs into two of them. And a good tackle by Mitchell, but the umpire doesn't reward him. Browning finally boots the ball into the open spaces on centre wing. Gamble should get there first if it's not out of bounds.
I think there's a wrestle going on out there on the wing position to pick those two players up. But it's out of bounds. A throw in out there on that wing.
Odgers and here to do.
68 plays, 58 in favour of the Sydney Swans. 10 points the difference. Well, knocked out by Morwood, picked up by Williams. A long hand pass looking for Hawke. It bounced beautifully for him from 50 metres out. A running shot at goal, but Gapper's got the set. And he's got it. Going back very promptly, sneaking around, of course, directly in front of the umpire will drag him around. Umpire giving directions for him to go around, but he shouldn't miss this one. He's already kicked one goal.
Still hasn't gone round far enough.
No, he's still bringing him around, but he won't miss this, I should imagine. Even though he's got a funny style of kicking, Bob, it's a pretty accurate kick for goal.
This is pretty accurate.
There it is, right through the middle. So it's 11 goals, 874. Sydney to St Kilda, 8 goals, 1058. But it's taken them a while to get on top of this mob, I'll tell you that now.
Excellent. Greg Williams on replay, getting it out to Paul Hawke. And well, young Littler being caught right out of position on that occasion. No fault to Littler, really.
28, or just on 28 and a half minutes gone. 74 plays, 58, a difference of 16 points. Let's see whether St Kilda can bounce back and get another goal, because they've played very well in this first half of the match. Knocked out by Wow Jones. Once again, it's Williams. Never wastes a kick. Watch this one. He's gone for a beautiful pass right down Campbell's throat that time. Noted about Williams. A magnificent disposal of the ball, whether it's hand passing or kicking. Look at that for a pass.
Been lucky for the Swans that he's played as well as he has.
And yet you couldn't take anything away from Narkle. They've played wide of each other. Narkle's been a very good player too for St Kilda, Bob.
I think it's a toss-up which of them is the best player.
Yeah, I know. Waiting now for Capper, going for goal number 3 from about 30 metres out, directly in front just about. There it is on its way. Well, he quite hasn't quite made the distance off the top of the packet through for 1 point. So it's 11 goals, 975. There's the Royal Bucks. 11-9-75 Sydney to St Kilda, 8 goals, 58. Ball back into play again. And Capper coming well out from the full forward position, gives a quick hand pass over there to Healy. They're starting to get back into their game now, the Sydney Swans. Off the top of the pack is Moore with a snap at goal. Oh, well saved by Gamble, right on the line. And it's through for 1 point. So it's 76 playing, 58. And we're just on the 30-minute mark of this second quarter.
18 points the difference, and indeed that's what it was at quarter time. It's a good mark taken. Littler. Saints go forward again, trying to get forward as Ingleton. Jordan Lockett. Evans. Mitchell. Evans again dives on top of it. Won't be able to get there from that one. It's like a Roman orgy. And it's going to be a bounce about 40 metres from the St Kilda goal. A half-time siren, though, imminent, with 30 1/4 minutes gone. I think we might get a shower of rain, too. Pretty dark out there. In fact, there is the half-time siren, with the difference 18 points, as I said, what it was at a quarter time, 11-10, 76 to 8-10, 58.
Well, a difference of 18 points, but a fine performance by both sides. We've seen a very high standard game, and we've seen some great duels, particularly that one in the centre with Williams and Narkle playing wide of each other, and possibly, as Bob mentioned before, 2 of the best players on the ground. It looked as though St Kilda could have got a bit of a lead in that quarter. They missed a couple of easy shots, but you've got to give full credit to the Swans. Swans. They regained their poise and bounced back, and of course they're in a pretty good position now, leading by 18 points, and they're going to take a bit of running down, but I think everybody expected St Kilda to be a bit of a pushover up here today, but they've put up a fine performance, and if we see a repeat of their first half, the Swans could find themselves going flat out to beat them. But been a very good game indeed up to this stage of the match. 18 points the difference, 76 in favour of the Swans to St Kilda 58.
I think the loss of McConville, and I don't know whether Trevor Barker is back on the ground or not. I can't pick him up at the moment. But the loss of McConville and Barker leaves too much of a hole in the St Kilda side in my mind. But it's been a great effort so far, and they'd only have to put a couple of quick goals on the board, and their confidence would really lift.
Third quarter from the SCG. The Swans leading by 18 points. Smith arms that one down. Almost picked up by Evans. In fact, it was. He gets it over to Keel. Keel's kick is down to Lockett, and a great mark in front of Carter. And Lockett a chance to make the difference, 12 points.
We've said this a million times, Bob, but a quick goal straight after the bounce at half-time can work wonders for a team, can't it?
I'm sure it would if Lockett is normally a lovely kicker for football, so it should be a good start to St Kilda.
Tony Lockett for goal number 2. There's no doubt about that one going through. Donald Parker. Knocked down to Hawke. He got tripped up on the way through, but no free kick. Socket away by Williams. Chance for Bolt, but he ultimately takes the hand pass from Morwood. 35 metres out. This could be the quick reply that they want. 1 point. So 13 points the difference again. 64 to 77.
Started with Williams again, that move.
Go to the trust office, please. Mr. Peter Conroy, would you go to the trust
37
office,
for the Saints is Gamble. For a lead across the half-back line. In front of Littler, and he'll be paid the mark by the umpire. It's not a bad job since being moved to defence. Littler from the left half-back flank. Brings the ball up towards centre field. Almost a mark taken by Collins. Chance for the Saints in Cunningham. He can get clear, he does. Short pass out towards the centre wing position, and the mark is taken by Nixon.
Nixon's kick is not a good one, but it's okay. It's marked right on the line. That was a good mark taken down there by Ingleton. Kicks the ball over towards the forward pocket position. Grand up again. He's got it.
Mark number 6.
I like the style of this kid, Bob. He can mark a ball, can't he?
Certainly can, Lou, and I think, as I said before, I hate to repeat myself, but it's unfortunate for the Saints, even though Grant's doing a fine job. If they had him on the flank and Barker the way he played early in the piece at centre-half forward, it would be even stronger.
He's about 30 metres out from goal. There's the kick on its way, and that's a beautiful shot and a goal. At a half-minute mark of the third quarter, 7 points the difference. Narkalover runs the ball, kicked off the ground again by Hawke. Back it goes now to Healy. Healy at centre-half forward. Bolt looking at danger, running at goals with a left footer. But we'll see the result. That is a goal. Well, that was a good bit of play. He only got one about 2 minutes ago. So it's 12 goals, 11-83 Sydney. The St Kilda 10-10-7. A good reply by the Sydney Swans.
You can't answer them much quicker than that. As on replay, a loose ball coming out. Healy playing an excellent game for the Swans. Across the ball with a nice hand pass, and the left footer puts it through for 4 points.
13 points the difference again. Just on the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. It's back in the centre. It'll be Wow Jones against Smith, number 42. Jones came back into the game a bit with the knockouts in that second quarter. Let's see what he can do this time. Knocked out by Smith. Once again, Healy gets a short kick. Down goes Wright. He got one right in the face. Nixon couldn't get a kick. Gill can't get out of the pack. But it didn't stop Wright that kick in the face. He's clear now at centre-half forward. Up it goes towards Kappa, and it's a goal. Good play on the part of Kappa that time. Shepherding up beautifully. He held out Littler to get that through for a goal. So they're back to where they were at half-time. 13-11-89. To St Kilda, 10 goals, 10-7. Actually, the Swans have picked up a point, Bob.
It's an excellent goal by Stevie Wright, because he did cop one prior to that little incident there. And in typical Stevie Wright fashion, he just got up, went after it again, got the ball, and Kappa showing a lot of unselfishness there to leave it and allow it to go through to the goal.
Stevie Wright's second goal. 5 minutes gone in the third quarter. Forward, leading in the race for it at the 50-metre line. Nixon right there with him. Stevie Wright again takes the hand pass, similar distance out. Short pass, Kappa on the lead and marks. The Swans answered the challenge after the Saints got 2 very quick goals. Difference is 19 points. Kappa can make it 25. The biggest lead they've enjoyed so far today. He's only 30 metres out. Funny old kick, but the result is what they wanted. Smith, Hodges. Myers found a free kick going St Kilda's way. It will be taken by Gary Hodges, I think, at centre field.
A bit late giving that decision, just the same.
18,179 here today. High was Tui. Evans, well caught by Paul Hawke. Holden at half-back. Ultimately gets clear, goes out wide. Jeff Cunnington should get there first. Browning after him. Good duel between those two. The marker taken by Ingleton. Under Keel. Bolton went through and missed it. Finally picked up by Bartholomeus. Stevie Wright. Browning at centre wing. In goes Wow Jones. Won't catch him. Ingleton a little bit too late with the tackle. Likewise, up towards half forward. Littler, Kappa and Frawley. Kappa. Oh, caught with the ball. Caught with the ball. Kevin Bartlett could have got away with it, but they changed the rule, Warwick. And obviously Sydney fans don't understand the rules completely yet. No doubt about that at all. Now, the umpire's found a free kick to St Kilda. It'll go to Wow Jones. He gets it on to Collins, the right half-back flank. Collins goes in short. Narkle just couldn't quite reach up high enough. But a great game for St Kilda, possibly their best player, Burns. He's kicked 4 goals. The hand pass is low. No other way around it. Picked up by Jobling. Jobling down to half forward.
Back to centre half forward. There's a chance now. The hand pass coming out from Hodges over to Careless. Snap and goal. He may have got this. Yes, it's a goal. So they're still in the fight, only 19 points the difference. They're bouncing back again. 14-11-95 to St Kilda, 11-10-76. Good play on the part of Burns at centre field that time, Bob.
Yes, and Hodges, a nice hand pass there. On replay, we see Keel's kick going through. And so Warren Jones, a nice mark at half-back. Hodges then, and as Lou said, Burns got it out of the centre forward.
8.5 minutes gone of this third quarter. 19 points the difference, so St Kilda not out of the fight yet. Knocked out by Smith again. Hit the hands of Hodges. He sends him deep into attack over their half-forward line. Chance for Grant to mark again. He couldn't hold that one. Here's a go now for Burns. Going for goal number 5. But this time he's up target and through for 1 point. So it's 18 points the difference. 95 plays, 77. And you've got to give St Kilda a lot of credit, Bob, because they could have easily thrown the sponge in. They've really put themselves back in the game again.
I think it's been a superb game to watch, Luke.
The ball back into play again. That's a long kick by Carter. Ball knocked out. Holden actually hit Smith in the face with the ball that time. Comes back there to Williams. A hand pass out to Hawke on his own. Short pass, and a beauty it is too. Oh, he got that. I think this is about Edmund's first or second or third touch for the match, Bob.
Not too many, Lou. The Kilda defence has been quite tight down there.
Well, Edmund from about 40 metres out. I think he'll be kicking from about the 50-metre mark when he lets fly. Just about directly in front. Second kick for the match.
Trevor Barker back out on the ground there too, Lou. I didn't notice him when he came on at half-time.
Well, that's off target, through for a point, so it's 19 points the difference into this third quarter by just on 10 minutes.
So Jim Inman registering 1-1 from his 2 kicks. Making the most of them, I guess. And 2 Swans players play against each other. Inman is the one to come down with the ball, yeah. The back is Gamble. So also as Hodges and Darryl Cunningham. Finally, it's Darryl Cunningham to win out. And towards his brother Jim. Oh, that's a great mark. Great mark. Cunningham from the 50-metre defence line. Onto Frawley. Gamble and Kappa. They're a long way from goal.
Good play by Kappa then.
Yes. Just about through that one out to Holden. Holden chipped it in short. Not a good pass from Joplin. takes a fine mark. Might get a 15-metre penalty. No, on the Littler. The Saints should go straight down the ground. He's a good shepherd here and a big kick. To Mark Carroll, I'd say. Swan skipper goes towards the member stand flank. Healy played a very, very good first quarter. Gerard Healy
Has been a fine player all day, Pete.
Healy from right centre wing. Jones, the box seat. Danny Frawley will be having a few words to him afterwards because he pretty good offence in the first quarter. Frawley, luckily, is back out there after limping badly for about 10 or 15 minutes. Well, Jones goes for the short pass. That's effective. Marking in front of Mitchell is Gary Odgers. Odgers from the left half-back flank, looking for a 15-metre penalty. Ultimately gets one. In front, Burns. Keel. Can't get clear. Umpire says a high tackle, so it's a St Kilda free kick to follow. Keel's been going in very solidly from the word go as well. So a thoroughly deserved one. A long way from goal. Couldn't score from there. Subsequently a short pass. Toohey, too tall for Evans. And takes the mark a little bit short of half back. Position in front is Edmund. Keel again comes down with the ball. On the bottom of Marks on centre wing. Tackled to May. Healy and Barker holding the ball. He's played. Oh, the tackle was too high. So it's going to Gerard Healy, the free kick, and assisted by a 15-metre penalty.
Oh, he might have been a bit lucky that time, Gerard Healy. I think Bob agrees. About brings him down to the half-forward line, about 75 metres out. He's dropped it short, looking for Redmond. He's found him right on the 50-metre mark, over to Bayes. Bayes runs to straighten himself up, lets fly, and he's put it through for a goal. Well, it's a game. Knocked out by Smith, picked up by Darryl Cunningham. A hurried kick over the half-forward line. Pushed on by Evans, but intercepting beautiful that time was Carroll. Knocks it over there to... rounding over to Carroll, Holding going after it. England's right on his tail and it's out of bounds. So it's about 45 metres around from the St Kilda goal. They want one now. Keep themselves within striking distance. They put up a good show here today. The back of the pack, Browning, fresh air shot, picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell's kick is a long one, back there towards Barker. Goes the punch, knocked away from Edmund. He nearly grabbed it. He dropped a heavy bump that time from Odgers. He did get one. Oh, there's a free kick and umpire's call play on. Played the advantage. Will Markle's grab. Still got one. They're still going after him. He can't get clear and the umpire will ball it up. Well, Markle might have picked up a free kick. I noticed that
Littler's a bit sore inside.
Let's take a look at that again.
Littler copped a pretty heavy one.
Go on you, Jim.
You could say that, couldn't you?
Well, it'll be a bit of a wrestle going on here, and the umpire, I should imagine, will ball this up. Darryl Cunningham at the box. Littler still in a bit of trouble with the trainers and Gamble telling the umpire, what about Littler? So it's a ball up on the centre wing.
Okay, that's not looking.
Put him out of business properly, but he seems to be okay now. Littler going back to his position at centre half back. 25 points the difference. Knocked out by Jones. Over it goes now to May, back towards the England centre field. He's clear. A hand pass coming over to Little Keel. A long kick down there looking for Lockett, but he's out of position. Picked up by Bernard too. He's showing a lot of dash. Runs to centre half back. Finds Morwood. He takes a great mark in front of his opponent, Littler. Short one. And Capper got away from Danny Frawley then, and he went right over the top of him. He's about 50 metres out from goal. And what has he kicked already? Kicked 2 goals. Three goals.
On replay now, we see the mark by Kappa.
Oh, leapfrog.
And
well, let's see whether Kappa can get to the distance, because he'll be kicking from just a little bit over 50 metres from goal. There it is on its way. Touched. And it'll go through. Touched by Jones and through for 1 point. So just on the 16-minute mark of this third quarter, it's the Sydney Swans 15-12, 103, 15-13, 103. to St Kilda, 11 goals, 11-77.
Gamble, short pass, that's effective to Jobling, straight down the ground again, up towards centre field. Browning goes the spoil, not effectively, it's taken away by Evans. Tui's tackle late, Evans up towards half forward, and Grant takes mark number 7. Grant from 50 metres out, short pass, he'll be looking for Lockett. Lockett and Carter, almost a juggle. Lockett, has he got it? I don't think so.
To pay it.
Well, for effort, yes. He's kicked 2 already, Tony Lockett.
It was a good effort.
Well, what's playing on replay now?
1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, yeah.
He's had it for a quarter of an hour.
He held it longer in the slow motion replay.
That's right, you usually do, Pete. I'd have taken a million mark there, slow motion in my day.
Tony Lockett makes no mistake about putting that one through. 103 phase 83, 17 and a half minutes gone, third quarter. Great game of football here. Very open, quite fast. Smith beats Jones for it. Down to Collins, short left footer. And a good mark by Dennis Carroll.
Gutsy one, Pete.
Hasn't let much past him today. Carroll out towards half-court. Jobling. He's been a good player too for St Kilda. He was in it from the word go. He's gone for a short pass out wide. Narkle and Stevie Wright. Markle free kick to Narkle. He's got one right in the gob from Stevie Wright.
I think it's time.
All playing on. Long way out. Matched away by Smith, picked up by Collins. He has to get around Tui. He's opposite number 15 onto Narkle. Narkle has his kick smothered. Chance for Nixon. Might have got it to the back of his opponent. That's how the umpire has seen it. Free kick will go to the Swans. The advantage will play. Bolton as he fires. Or Cunningham just about gets him. Bolton runs his good distance up towards centre field. And it will be going to Jim Edmund. I don't think he'll be the most popular player out there with St Kilda supporters at the moment. On to Bolton at centre field. Bolton goes long, looking for Kappa. Can't find him. Knocked down by Jones. Ball booted away up towards the boundary line. In fact, it's crossed it. So a boundary throw-in will take place 50 metres out as we approach the 19-minute mark of the term.
Well, they can't shake him off, Bob, because they're still hanging in there. Only 20 points the difference. I thought they might have gone away in this third quarter, the Sydney Swans.
It's been a really courageous performance by St Kilda.
Ball coming out now to Mitchell with plenty of trouble. There's 2 of them after him there. That's Gamble and Darryl Cunningham, and he looks as though he's in a bit of trouble.
Well,
looks as though he's got his hand in trouble too.
Take a look what happens there.
Might have been as he fell, I think.
Yeah, he might have fell awkwardly onto the hand as the ball comes back now to Darryl Cunningham. Oh, scooped it back tunnel ball style to Gamble, but it's a wild hand pass for badly judged one. A bad kick by Bayes and marked by Cunningham again. He had that on a string then. Oh, goes across goals. It could be dangerous. Hodges goes afterwards. Bolton, he goes down. He shows a bit of courage. He was grabbed, picked up by Kappa, grabbed by Jeff Cunningham. That was a great tackle.
They're going to give a free kick to Kappa.
Oh, God, that was a great tackle. That's 2 bad free kicks given against the Swans, which is good possible. Well, the last one cost the goal.
We want you to go now. There's a beautiful tackle now.
Oh, that was just
obviously the umpire said that he held it for too long afterwards, but not for long.
Well, they got a goal from the one against Barker. Now they could easily get a goal from this one. Where you get them accounts. There's the kick now by Kappa. Falls a bit short. Chance for Wow Jones to mark. Got one hand with a good mark. Quick hand pass coming over to Darryl Cunningham again. Down there in the back pocket. Shows a bit of pace. Short pass and a good mark taken by Inglewood. They've got their second win. Oh, he actually threw that. It was a one-hander, I reckon. I must be saying things. I reckon he threw it. There's a bit of a box on now.
Browning and Darryl Cunningham. So Darryl Cunningham played pretty well, I
guess. He has. He's out of bounds on the centre wing position. 20 points the difference in favour of the Sydney Swans, but they're not out of this game yet. Ball knocked out by Jones. Coming in to meet him now is Williams. Narkle's there. Picked it up again. He's played a fine game, this little fellow with a crash helmet on. Ball couldn't hold that one. Dropped it. Picked up by Bayes. He's grabbed. Oh, nearly held the ball. Umpire said play on as it finally comes out to Bartholomeus. His kick is down there towards that forward line. And they get the ball clear. Oh, God, they're going in hard now. It's going to be on for Young and Old before this match is really over, Pete, in this last quarter.
It's been a torrid 10 minutes, hasn't it, here? Boundary throw in, 103 to 83, 20 points the difference in favour of the Swans. Jones and Jones. Down to Williams. Almost on the back to Mitchell.
I'll go along with that.
No doubt about that. So the Swans getting their share of free kicks where they count, and that's on the forward line. Barry Mitchell's already scored 2 goals.
We mentioned a few times about the duel between Martin and Williams. Darryl Cunningham and Mitchell have been likewise.
Yeah.
Collins and Stevie Wright have done, both done good jobs for their side.
They have. Mitchell from about 48 metres out. To be really precise, taking a look at that line. Gets the distance, not the accuracy, and one behind to make the difference 21 points now. At the SCG, 83 to 104, 22 minutes gone in the quarter. Good game of football. Collins to Jones, marking in front of Smith. Smith, Jones, Williams. There's Collins now. Breaks one tackle, goes long, up toward Jobling. He's Kilda's worst player by a mile. Look at everything. Gets a free kick for his efforts here on centre wing. Tries to play on. Could have almost made a mess of that one.
Well, he should have had it taken off him, really.
He was a little bit lucky that he wasn't back behind the mark, and the umpire, the umpire was right, but he still was foolish in trying to do what he did.
Jobling from right centre wing. Looks for not Tomo, but nicks it at half forward. Browning loops the ball up towards Narkle. Long hand pass. Down towards half forward and Keel. Oh, does it beautifully, Peter Keel. Shoots out the hand pass on the Burns. Has already kicked 4 goals. Darryl Cunningham gets pushed in the back by Bartholomeus. Mitchell comes out with the long hand pass to get the Swans out of danger. Morwood, after a fumble, onto Bays. Possibly the best kick at the side. Bays from right centre wing. Look at that one. What a ripper. Down towards full forward. A chance for Gamble to clear. Capper in pursuit. A good shepherd. He won't catch him. Long kick by Gamble to the outer side. Could have almost been a free kick against Bolton, but Jobling. Cunningham, that's Jeff Cunningham, gets the hand pass. On it goes to Odgers. Odgers from right half forward flank. In front, Carroll, good mark under pressure.
Oh, he's a good pressure player. That's a real skipper's mark. Because they're really having a go now, the Saints.
Looks as though he's right back with that knee too, Lou. For
right.
a few weeks there, he looked a bit floppy, but not today.
Jobbling again. Threw that one out. Picked up by Wright. Over it goes to Bolton, the racehorse. A bad hand pass coming to Williams, but it bounces okay. Ball. Oh, he's grabbed. Kicked off the ground by Hodges again. Grabbed this time by Jones it was. A hand pass coming out from Barker over to Darryl Cunningham. I must agree with Bobby's played a fine game. Out wide, it's a bit long, but England's got plenty of time to pick this one up. Gonna go for a hand pass on his foot. Keel under tremendous pressure. He should have kicked it. And the ball is dragged away again to Browning. Picked it up on the half volley that time at half back. There's Bays again, as Pete's had a very long kick, and that's no exception. That's a long one. Down there to Campbell. Well played by Crawley. Knocks the ball out there to Tomei. It's right third. Over it goes now to Healy. A snap and goal. Straightens up, fires, and it's through. Well, there was some great football played there by both sides.
So once again, the Swans able to take advantage of just a little bit of what I would term inexperience by St.Kilda. They had the play virtually set up. On replay there, we see a great effort by Crawley to get the ball down, and it was no fault of his. Healy finished up with a goal after the hand pass by Wright. But it came from the other end of the ground when St.Kilda, showing their inexperience, just got themselves into trouble and lost the ball.
Just over the 25-minute mark of this third quarter. 110 plays, 83 in favour of Sydney.
Lewis. Jones and Smith. Onto Mitchell. Mitchell's kick is short and a half forward. Barker marks in front of Edmund.
Well, that last goal came about because of that bad head pass, putting Keel under pressure from England, Bob.
Yes, it certainly did, Lou.
Hodges. Collins. Short to half forward of Smith. Just about had the mark for mine or on the shoulder. He'll take the free kick at half back. Lobs the ball really high. Short of half forward. Jones at the back. Couldn't mark it. Barker gets offloaded by a good hip and shoulder. Go out towards centre wing position again and Jobling. Kick is short down towards the back half forward flank for the St.Kilda side. Bartholomeus doesn't get a good bounce. Or Keel grabbed him when he didn't have the ball. One player went to the boundary line, just about over it. And the throw will take place almost on the centre wing position. 110 to 83. 27 points the difference. Picked up by Narkle again. Narkle right across the ground. Bolton doesn't get the bounce that he wanted. Nixon grabbed arguably too high. Free kick could have gone against him. In fact, the umpire has paid the free. It's going to Bolton. Mitchell. Mitchell goes for the pass. Knocked away by Collins. And here he is again. Kicked 4 goals. Burns. Wanted Narkle 50 metres out. He could just about score one himself there if it comes around enough. It doesn't improve for only one behind. The Saints badly needed goals. Scoreboard 16-14 to 12-12. So 26 points the difference. Dennis Carroll. Torpedo punt. Kick spirals right to the centre of the ground and in fact past it. Magnificent kick by the Swans captain. The Saints captain Barker gets it out to Tomei. Edmund puts the body in. Healy gets it on to Browning. Browning from half forward. Stevie Wright, 40 metres out, directly in front, has a shot off target and through for a point.
I think we saw a lack of consistency by the umpires there because Tomei was held far longer, I thought, than we saw on the other side of the ground with Kappa.
That's right.
Gamble. Goes in short to the pocket, and the mark is taken by Gary Hodges.
Hodges down there in the back pocket. 27 points the difference in favour of the Sydney Swans. Knocked out by Jones. Good hand. Oh, that was a bad hand pass by Mitchell. Edmund stopped it going hard enough that time. He saw Ingleton coming there, and the umpire will ball it up. Ball up on the centre wing position. I think it might have been Tomei, was it? Ingleton, I was right. So it'll be a ball up. Jones got the knockout, but finally it comes back now to Cunningham. That's Darryl Cunningham over to Narkle playing a ripper of a game. There's a go now. A big chance. Oh, he's got to pick this up next, and he couldn't pick it up. He had the chance of a lifetime, and he just couldn't pick it up.
So he was very lucky he wasn't penalised. He put that out of bounds
on the full record, too. Yeah. So it'll be a throw in, a lucky one for the Sydney Swans on that forward pocket position, but he had a chance that time, Nixon, to pick it up, but couldn't grab it. So it'll be a throw in right against their point box. But they want a goal. That's knocked out by Lockett. Fresh air shot by Grant. Picked up by little Mitchell again down there at full back. Goes wide to the open spaces out there on the wing. Bounced the wrong way for Tomei there. Picked up by Healy over the bump. Scooped it up top one around the neck, and he'll get a free kick. The umpire's paying the advantage, Will, as the ball is driven over there by Morwood, looking for Kappa. Crawley's got him covered. Trevor Barker goes after it. Edmonds there with him and right. But Barker played it safe. He went for the knock on. The ball is out of bounds. So it's out of bounds about 50 metres around from the Sydney Swans goal. They're 111 points to St.Kilda 84 into this third quarter by 29.5 minutes. Another stack up there, and the umpire will ball it up about 50 metres out on the Sydney Swans half-forward line. Well, they seem to have their measure, but you've got to give the Saints full marks because they're really going in and fighting it out. Hodges played a fair game, but that wasn't a good hand pass, but he had nowhere to go there, and the umpire will ball it up, still about 50 metres out from the Swans' goal. Well, there's certainly the 18 or 19,000 people here today have certainly enjoyed a good exhibition of football. No doubt about that. Chance for Jones. The big fella hooks it back towards Kappa and Crawley. At the back is Edmund, but it'll be forced through for 1 point. So the Sydney Swans move on now to 16 goals, 16, 112 to St.Kilda, 12 goals, 12-84 into this third quarter by 30.5 minutes.
There's the siren not too far away. Saints will have to get a rattle on in the last quarter if they're going to get back into the match. Good tackle by Caprioli. He's just come onto the ground on Barker. Loose ball in the pocket. Bayes keeps it in play. That was beautifully done over to Edmund. Evans won't catch him, but Edmund is off target. And only 1 point. 16-17 to 12-12. So once again, 9 points the difference. Has he got the mark, Jones? I don't think he has.
I don't know why they do that.
Oh, it's an easy goal for Morwood.
That's a free kick, I think.
Well, they were lucky to get away with that, St.Kilda. Burley's play on the part of St.Kilda, that short kick in there from full back, Bob.
I think if we took away every piece of Burley's play that St.Kilda have gotten themselves in trouble with, the scores would be at least level.
That's right.
So Darryl Cunningham with the free kick. Longer shot on this occasion, and the mark accepted by Gamble. Gamble from the 50-metre defence line to centre wing. And the siren goes for three-quarter time as Bolton wrestles Nixon for the ball with the Swans leading. Oh, so Daisy, it's on again. And Edmund, of course, was the target there, I think. And we saw why earlier in the quarter.
Which is not very pleasant at all. Now, in the football itself,
John Cunningham certainly getting into things. I think Jimmy Edmund would be wise to move away. In fact, I think he already has done. Well, just about 30 players involved in that little skirmish.
Well,
Darryl Cunningham going on with
Jim came over to help his brother Darryl there.
And things starting to quieten down. That's better. We'll take a break. Three-quarter time scoreboard showing the Sydney Swans 16-17, 113 to the Saints 12-12, 80. Final quarter from the Sydney Cricket Ground. The final match here this year insofar as the VFL is concerned, and the Swans leading by 29 points. Of course, they face up to Fitzroy at a key game next week. Healy boots them forward. Barker and Edmund got underneath the ball, knocked away. Chance for Jones to go through for the Swans. Umpire has found a free kick, or is it going to be a bounce? It will be the latter decision, and it will take place about 45 metres from goal. Jones and Jones, won by Jones, predictably. Gamble, good tackle by Morwood, dispossessed him pretty quickly. That was an excellent grab. Morwood keeps it in play, onto Healy, back to Jones. In front of Crawley, Kappa has to knock the ball clear. Darryl Cunningham. Crawley finally does get clear, not the greatest of kicks though. He does, however, succeed in finding Keel. Gets around Bartholomeus and gets the ball on the Jobling from left centre wing, wobbles the punt kick down. Burns and Holden. A juggle onto Carroll, backing up well for the Swans. Seems to have plenty of time. Yes, Carroll.
Made a very good game today, Pete.
He has. Healy, one hand to it. Caprioli. He faces in the Swans line-up today. This is Williams at half forward. We've seen plenty of him. Oh, Kappa almost a screamer, but he put his hands.
I reckon it was just about a free kick. Crawley.
Yeah.
Goodness sake.
What would have happened to this free kick?
Bolton shot at goal, going pretty close, and a good mark taken by Darryl Cunningham. One of the last line of defence. He's gone for the hand pass, gets it over to Gamble. Healy. Perhaps should have taken that one. Nixon from left half-back flank. Short ball up towards centre wing, 3-on-1 out there, and Carroll again, spread eagles, the whole lot of them. Onto Stevie Wright, back to Bayes. Will he give it back to Carroll? Yes, he does. And the skipper could perhaps kick a goal from 55 metres out, going close into the goal square. Morwood has got it. That will be, or should be, a mark.
Well, Kappa's going to claim this. I think I thought it was Morwood's mark.
Yes, I must admit I did too. Morwood's got it.
Yeah, Morwood's got it.
Let's watch it again in replay. Morwood, the man in front.
Morwood all the way. Yeah. Kappa's trying to get it away from him, but it's Morwood's mark. Played a very good game today, Morwood. Kicked one goal. Going for goal number 2 from about 5 metres out. There's no doubt about that. One up there by Nixon up towards full forward. Well smothered by Carter, but he's grabbed. He's got him by the legs. Down he goes. The umpire will pay a free kick. It'll go to Carter. So Carter to take the free kick at full back. 35 points the difference in favour of the Sydney Swans. Just on the 3.5-minute mark of this last quarter. Carter goes wide to the wing, but it's not a good, well-directed kick. Ball knocked out by Caprioli, picked up now by Wright. Wright gets a hand pass to Bayes, usually kicks the ball long. Let's see what he does with it this time. There's another long one up there towards Morwood. Down he goes. Did he get one on the back? The umpire said no as Kappa goes after it. A snap at goal. A smite though, right on the line by Darryl Cunningham. Short kick out wide. There's a go for Evans on his own out there at half-back. Oh, what's he going to do with this? He could have given... Well, there was a guy on his own there, Tomei. It took him a fortnight to get it. Now Tomei's got it, but he's going to give a free kick against the Saint. But that was foolish play on the part of Evans.
He gave Joffin coming on the biggest right of his life.
That's right. Short pass and a good mark taken here by Williams. 50 metres out from goal. But they're starting to do it easy now, the Sydney Swans. 35 points in front. Williams has already kicked one goal. He's kicked this from about 55 metres out. The distance will be too far for this fella. Not the longest kick in the business. But he's got magnificent disposal, whether with a hand pass or with a kick. There we go. There's a shock and fell a bit short. Comes down now to Collins. Breaks his way through the pack. Down there in the back pocket, a short pass looking out wide for Joplin. Joplin and Bayes goes after him. Kicked by, this is Bartholomeus running to the 50-metre mark, going for the long kick, looking for forward again. Cunningham was grabbed, didn't have the ball, then picked up by Kappa. And it's through for 1 point. That must be a bad judge. I thought that was a free kick again.
Well, it was.
If you're a bad judge, so am I.
Go along.
Yeah, poor old Cunningham was never in the race to get a free kick there. So it's 84 plays, 120 as we wait now for the ball to come back into play. Gamble gets it out wide. There's a good mark taken this time by Nixon at half back.
Nick Jones got one behind. Yes.
Have a little headache tonight, I think. Evans on centre wing again with Keel. Hand pass over the top. Burns. Burns' kick, or he's decided to centre the ball, and that's a good mark. Caprioli a little bit late on the scene. It's taken by Gary Odgers.
Not a fair game too, this fellow.
Odgers 50 metres out at the 6-minute mark of the term. Possession so far for Gary Odgers. That one into the square. Chance for Keel. Snapshot over the shoulder. A point. It will be. The Saints badly need some goals to get themselves back into the match. 85 to 120. And Peter McConnell with the left arm in the sling after he got kicked on the wrist by Warwick Kappa earlier in the game. Carter. They all over on that one. Mitchell and Darryl Cunningham. It's out of bounds. So a throw-in to take place as we approach the 7-minute mark of the final term. Last Swans home game. Of course, with Troy next week. That will be a clash. Knocked down by Smith. Comes down to Narkle. Gets away from Tui. Short pass is ineffective, and the mark is taken by Mark Browning. The advantage ball played, picked up by Dennis Carroll, who has done little wrong today. Morwood over the top, palms the ball down. Williams roves it beautifully. Well shepherded by Stevie Wright. A short pass from Williams up towards Kappa. One-handed, couldn't do it. Picked up by Edmund. Was it not the most pop? Almost picked up by Edmund. Bolton, 50 metres out. Steadies and shoots. Will it make the distance? Kappa in front. Still in play, no score. Kappa tries to get there, finally picked up by Caprioli. And almost out of bounds. No, still in play. Ball driven out towards the half-back line now. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Bolton and also Tomei, but it is out of bounds and a throw in the
Into the last quarter by just on 8 minutes. 85 plays, 120 in favour of the Sydney Swans. Ball out of bounds about 75, 80 metres around from the Swans' goal. Knocked out by Jones. There's a go. Oh, he copped a heavy one that time, Cunningham, but still got the ball to Narkle. A long kick up there towards Lockett at the back. Couldn't hold the mark. The ball hits the deck again. Keir with a good hand pass to Burns. In a bit of trouble. Back it comes now. There's a go for Nixon. Back it goes to Jobling. A shocking kick towards the goals. And Carroll's got that well smothered, and the ball is out of bounds in the forward pocket. Well, they had a chance to score then, but bad kicking on the part of the Saints let them down. Waiting for the ball to come back into play. Picked up by Keel over to Narkle. There's a chance for a goal now. And he's got that one too, Narkle. This quarter, 29 points the difference. The coach, Graham Jelly. Well, you'd have to say the Swans should win this game, but they're full of fights, St.Kilda's. The ball is knocked down. Healy couldn't get a kick, picked up by Williams. Drops it a bit short, but well intercepted by Collins. A long hand pass coming over to Gamble, down there in the back pocket. Goes wide, looking for Jeff Cunningham, and he marks the ball at half-back. Bolton creeping over the mark. There'll be a 15-metre penalty here for sure. Might get another one if he's not careful. Still not back on the mark. Short pass, dangerous. Ball comes back out there towards the wing position. Evans couldn't pick it up. It's gone for the boundary line, but Evans not giving it either. They pounce on top of him, and the umpire will ball it up down towards the St Kilda half-forward line. The Sydney Swans, 17-18, 120 to St Kilda, 13-13, 91.
29 points the difference. A bounce very close to the boundary line. Chance for Keel. He's got the hand pass away. Now it's taken by Cunningham from Gamble to May. Narkle, their best player. Narkle, long shot, could be another goal if it's accurate enough. It's not.
Well, they've had a few chances to get themselves within striking distance, haven't they?
28 points the difference. Carter goes for the short pass. Might have to bring that one back if the goal umpire hadn't finished waving the flag. Now we'll have to find some other method of getting rid of it. This time decides to go long, straight up the ground. Well, they don't do it all the time, and the mark taken by Big Jones in front of Smith. Over the top, Lockett couldn't mark it. Back up support from Narkle. Lockett again tries to beat three of them. Dennis Carroll threads his way through the pack. Williams had it in Boston, regained it pretty well. Copped a couple this afternoon. He got one in the first quarter from Wow Jones. He was able to brush that one off. Let's take a look at it again. Ooh. 31 possessions he's had incidentally. That's not a bad afternoon. Wergan Bayes has played well since he was moved onto the wing position. Started in the back pocket on Burns, who cut loose in the opening minutes of the game with 3 goals in the first quarter. This is Mitchell. Kick wobbles off the side of the boot. Edmund fumbles. Isn't it the best of days, Jimmy Edmund? 50 metres out. Decides to send the ball. He's gone for the pass. Again, not well directed. It's picked up by Tamay. Tamay's gone for the hand pass. Jobling gets rid of it quickly. Darryl Cunningham on in turn to Keel at centre wing. Keel a short pass to the half-forward line. Carroll late on the scene.
He made a penalty nearly there.
Markle free kick to Burns. And why has he got to bring that back, Bob? Sorry.
I thought you silly question, you get a silly answer.
I thought you could play on.
I think the umpire said he wasn't back behind the mark, but I don't think St Kilda have had the best end of it today.
Just agree. Greg Burns, 50 metres out. Got a bad sort of a kick. Won't make any difference. He plays 98. The Saints swing forward again through Narkle. Narkle's gone for the long shot. That could bounce through. Oh, hit the post. Oh, no luck at all there for St Kilda. That long shot by Phil Narkle just hitting the posts, and 1 point the result of that. 14-15 to 17-18.
Well, it's only 21 points the difference down. That was a bit of bad luck. Luck hasn't been on their side today. Got that through would have made a difference.
So
21 points, and the Saints still plenty of fight in them yet. Great mark to Williams, and a quick hand pass to Brown. That's superb play by Williams as Browning goes the long kick up to Cameron Crawley, but Crawley playing in front. This might not have their second win, St Kilda. They look they're playing with a bit of confidence now, Bob.
They haven't today, Lou. Great credit to St Kilda.
Oh, look at this. He nearly lost it. Barker's got a chance to pick it up. Tomei gets a hand pass out. Oh, well intercepted by Healy. This could be the killer running into an open goal. Fires, and it's a goal. And you can't make mistakes like that against fellas like Healy. 126-99. A bad bit of defensive play by St Kilda. Will let Healy and Darryl Cunningham disgusted.
Well, we watch each time, Lou, and St Kilda, the number of times today where they have gotten themselves into trouble looking at the future, it may be that they'll learn from those mistakes. Let's hope from a St Kilda point of view they do. But today, it's managed to get them in real trouble.
27 points the difference. Just on the 15-minute mark of this last quarter. Ball hits the deck again. Coming in to meet it is Hodges. Goes wide. He's gone. Actually kicked it down towards the Swans half-forward line. Out it goes towards Jeff Cunningham. Missed the bounce. Picked up by Browning. A long hand pass and a good one over there to right. Right hooks the ball towards the centre of the goals. Ball punched away by Barker, grabbed by Darryl Cunningham. He can't get clear, but the umpire said he was held when he didn't have the ball. And And he'll take the free kick. Just the same, he made a mistake there before, but he's played a fairly good game today, Bob.
He's played a great game, Lou, and has not stopped trying right throughout.
Ball comes out towards the wing position. Bolton comes in, knocked on by Collins. Bolton going after it again. Evans is right after him. Bolton showing a lot of pace. A hand pass coming over to Williams. Grabbed by Narkle. Umpire called play on as we see the ball picked up by Nixon. Down it goes towards Lockett. He couldn't grab the mark. He knocked Burns over. They crashed pretty heavily, but Burns bounces back okay. Gets clear. Down he goes. Hurdled over Cunningham. This torrid football as Williams gets a beautiful hand pass out the right. Another one to Bolton. And the Swans take it away beautifully from the defence line. But the kick, mark, a good mark to Littler down there at fullback. Quickly playing on. The ball out towards the wing position. And that was kicked out by Darryl Cunningham and marked here by Bolton again. So the Swans are standing up to the strain, all right.
Just watching his brother Jeff behind play, having a few words with an opponent as the pass is on from Tui up towards Mackenzie. Mackenzie marks 15 metres from goal. Mackenzie's already kicked 2 early in the game. He's been on the bench for a while. He came back on to replace Jim Edmund as we watch it in replay.
Just the ball coming forward from Tui, a well-placed kick, a beautiful pass. So Mackenzie with the chance of kicking his 3rd goal.
Well, the Swans' delivery's been a lot better than the Saints,
yes.
hasn't it, Bob?
Really has on that one.
Mackenzie, only 15 metres out. That's another one. Some 5 minutes back, 132 plays 99, so 33 in it. Not an impossible task, but I don't think the Saints will get there today. Jones takes the free kick from centre field out to Joblik. He's been one of their best players in my book. Knocked down by Bartholomeus. Tui, Holden, Hodges in the road. Mitchell fumbles, doesn't often do that, but Bay's backing him up okay. Again, a long boot. Mackenzie at the back. Can't get anywhere near that one. Barker. Out wide to Gamble. It's short to Narkle. Harry grabbed him when he didn't have the ball.
Quite a great game, that.
Has to go back behind the mark. Thought about playing on. Back to Joffa Cunningham. His kick is high. Tries to find Lockett. He has with a one-hander. That's a great mark. He must play that.
A pretty good wrestle between those two. I think 1-4 each.
He's got him there in the Boston Crab, is it? He's kicked 3 already, Tony Lockett. That's certainly been a spectacular mark. The one that Ricky Barham took yesterday against Richmond. So Tony Lockett now going for goal number 4. Still perhaps giving the Saints an outside chance. We've been playing 18 and a half minutes.
Well, it'll be about 12 or 13 minutes to go.
Yes, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, but just some elementary mistakes at the wrong time and some free kicks that didn't go their way and have proven costly. It's a goal. And the battle continues between Lockett and Carter.
If I was a Swan, I wouldn't be getting reported this stage of this game at this stage of the season.
Me either. Let's stay clear of that.
But virtually on the eve of the finals, it's knocked down by Wow Jones. The Swans get the ball clear through Mitchell up towards half forward. Barker. Sock it away. Bolton. Barker again. Oh, Bolton got one rather heavily. I don't think he was too pleased about it, logically enough. The bounce will take place at the half forward flank for the Swans.
20 minutes gone. 27 points the difference. Ball up on the Swans half forward line, about 65 metres out from their goal. Jones got the knockout. He'll get a free kick. He said that Smith was hanging on. So Jones to take the free kick out there at half-back. Actually, Smith's done a pretty good job as far as the knockouts are concerned, Bob, but I think Jones has been the better player around the crowd.
Yes.
There's Gamble kicking it up towards the St.Kilda half-forward line. The ball hits the deck once again. It's Narkle getting a hand pass out to Burns. Burns up to Lockett and Carter, knocked out by Lockett. It hits the deck. A hand pass comes out there from Hawke over to Browning. That was a fluke kick. It goes there to Carroll. Carroll's kick is a wild one, and Jones has got interfered with there, and it'll be a free kick. The crowd not too happy about it. Who said they don't know anything about football up here? The long hand pass over to Littler. He's clear at half forward. He's going to drive it long towards the goals. Up there towards Lockett. No, fell short. A shocking kick. And Hawke takes an easy mark down there in defence. Over it goes to Carter. Carter down the back pocket with a long kick out wide, looking for more, but he should grab this one. He does. Didn't went up too high that time for Darryl Cunningham. Got the mark out there on the centre wing position with a difference 27 points. And the Saints fighting this out all the way. Back it comes now. Mackesy takes that up forward. Nice bit of play as he gets away from his opponent. Goes the kick long up there towards Kappa. Ball comes down to Gamble again in that back pocket. It's a hurried hand pass. Kappa in the front position going after it. Tapping it on now. He's got a chance to pick it up. But he's taken it up to the half forward, or nearly up to the wing position. It's a hurried kick. Gamble got his hand to it. Couldn't hold the mark. He goes after it again. Gets a hand pass out. And there we saw, what's that? Is that a free kick? The umpire calling play as the ball finally comes over to Hodges. A long hand pass to Narkle. Back it goes. Now he balks. Goes for a short pass. It's all right. It's grabbed here by Burns. And they're still fighting it out, the Saints. They kick the ball over their half-forward line. But there's no one down there in attack. And Burnett, too, he shrugs his opponent up to take the ball away from the danger. So as a go for Hodges and Williams. Hodges kicks the ball off the ground. Out to Williams. He's grabbed by Grant. And down he goes. But there's too many players out there as little Keel tries to get it clear. Mitchell's there with him. Keel won't give in. Mitchell goes down. Plenty of players throwing their weight around as we see Williams get a hand pass out to Hawke. Down he goes, and the umpire said it was in the back, and he'll take a free kick out there at half-back.
There'll be some tired boys here tonight, Luke.
23 minutes gone of this last quarter. 132 plays, 105 in favour of the Sydney Swans.
Hawke, a short pass to Mitchell. Back to Bartholomeus. Out of bounds on the floor, and the free kick will go St Kilda's way in front of the Pat Hill stand.
Well, they've had to earn every kick, the Swans, haven't they, today?
Grant's kick up to Holden. It's been a good game. Better than I expected it would be. Barker goes to spoil. Now towards Jobling again, but Tui beats him to it. Decides he can beat Ralph Jones. Wobbles the punt kick up towards full forward. Frawley in the way there for St Kilda and marks in front of Cap. He has to come back over the mark. So indicated the umpire. So some further time on. Going to be a late finish here, as I mentioned. It's 5 o'clock already, and we've probably got another 7 minutes to go. I hope the Australian Airlines 6 o'clock flight to Melbourne will be a little bit late tonight.
Pete's booking his seat already.
They're not usually, I must admit.
Carroll's playing back to yes, my word he has. That was Healy with Carroll. Be pretty close to the best play, but you can't forget Williams had about 38 possessions.
Markle.
Yeah, well, Markle's had at least around about the... Well, I think Markle's had about 30 possessions too, hasn't he?
He's done well.
Carroll right on the 50-metre line.
Look at that kick.
It travels a good 60 metres and through for a behind. So a further point to the Swans as we're half a minute away from time on in the final quarter. 133 to 105. Ball back into play. Jones.
I don't know why big blokes like that try to be clever. It takes them all their time to get a kick, and he wants to do a bit of that fancy dance stuff. Oh, God, you can pick that out a mile ago before he marked it. You see his brain ticking over.
You were sitting on yours, knocked down by Cap. Narkle keeps the ball in play, but runs straight into Bolton. Well, I thought he kept that in play. The boundary umpire is closer, but I had a pretty good look at that. Still think it was in play, but let's take a look at it again. Well, it certainly looks in play there. We'll go along with what I said. Browning. Good tackle by Collins. Ball socket down to Healy, who kicks it straight to Barker. Barker's hand pass. Oops. Finally picked up by Cunningham. There might be a free kick down there to Littler. Or is it going to Cunningham? No, it's not going to Littler. It's going to Cunningham. Darryl Cunningham at the 50-metre defence line. Cunningham a short pass, marked by Collins at half-back. The Saints certainly have plenty to build on for next year. Oh, well, he didn't do Jock much good either, but he's got the mark or free kick or whatever. Well, the umpire is whistling him back.
He wasn't behind the mark.
That's right.
Cunningham has to go back to take the kick once more, just a little bit short of the centre field area. 26 minutes and a bit into the final quarter.
Waiting on Jeff Cunningham from centre field. That's a long kick over the half-forward line. Ball punched out by Holden. Hand pass coming over there to Browning, showing a lot of pace around the wing position, goes wide. Going after it now with Smith, couldn't get there in time, but the ball is out of bounds, about 60 metres around from the Sydney Swans goal. 26 and a half minutes gone, 19-19, 133 the Sydney Swans to St Kilda 15-15, 105. But it's been a damn good game. Noted about that, knocked out by Jones, picked up by Gamble, a hurried kick out wide, Jobling and Bays go after this, Jobling over around the ball. Markle didn't do this, allowed Hawke to pick it up. Back to Healy from centre half forward, a long shot at goal. And that is a long kick, and look at it, but a tough target through for 1 point. Now the difference now, what is that, 29 points? Yes, 29 points the difference. Short kick. And we see Tomei to take the mark down there on the back block. Another short pass. Not making much distance, St Kilda, as we see Nixon drive it back towards the centre of the ground, but in good position with Hawke to take a strong mark. So both sides just going through the motions now because it's all over as far as St Kilda's concerned. 28 and a half minutes gone of this last quarter. Good mark to Bernard too. He's been a pretty good player today too, Bob.
He's been a solid halfback.
Ball dropped short, Capper with a chance to mark, but well intercepted that time. And by Littler, he takes the mark down there in the back pocket. Gone right across goal for Gamble, but safe. And Gamble showing a lot of pace, gets away from Morwood. From the 50-metre defence line, goes long out towards the half-forward line. The ball hits the deck, and the umpire is paying the mark to Bartholomeus out there on that half-back flank position. Well, this young kid must have a future. I mean, what, 18 years of age, and still at school.
So good to be that way, Luke.
And as Bob Skilton said in the early part of the commentary, he can run 100 metres in 10.7, so he's a pretty quick sort of a lad. Picked up by Collins, the ex-North Melbourne player, shoots it across towards centre half forward. Well played. He was grabbed on the shoulder that time, Bolt, but the umpire didn't worry about that. Jeff Cunningham gets it out, but they can't get clear. Tomei, did he throw that as it comes out now to Evans? Another long hand pass. Snap and goal by Grant. Won't make the distance. And a chance for Carter to mark it down there at the back pocket position. So into this last quarter by just over 28 and a half minutes. It's 19-20, 134 Sydney to St Kilda, 15-15, 105.
Carter having a few problems with lunatics throwing paper at him. Collins, beautifully done. Short ball up towards full forward, and that's just about a mark down there to Ingleton. The umpire has played it. Ingleton some 30 metres out and directly in front. 29 minutes have gone in the quarter. So the Swans have won their last game at home. Stewie Trott on the right. Hasn't grown any more hair since we saw him last.
Well, Chester Compton looks the same, doesn't he?
One of the real characters.
One of the great characters of football. A great guy.
Great guy, Stewie. Great work out at St Kilda. Ingleton shot through for 4 points. That's his first of the afternoon. Coming up at the time-on period of the final quarter, and the Saints still trail by 23 points. So since quarter time, they've virtually gone goal for goal.
That's not bad. 23 points. What, there's about 3 or 4 minutes to go. I reckon about 32 minutes will see it out, won't it?
Yes.
Well, they got 3 quick goals. It'll make it pretty hectic. And it can happen. I don't think they could, but
I think the odds are against them.
That's right. But it has happened, hasn't it?
It has been a courageous effort by St Kilda.
Back into the centre. 19-20 to 16-15. 23 points in favour of the home side. Knocked down by Jones. There were 2 of them there. One of them had to knock it out. Hawke kick up towards half forward is marked by Barker. Barker out wide. Towards centre wing. Smith. Not hand in the face, John. Got it goes to McAfee, 50 metres out. McAfee long shot at goal. That's pretty good. He's put it through.
Well, I couldn't understand Barker taking that mark.
There's the siren. So McAfee's 4th goal right at the siren. And the Swans have won the game 20-20, 140 to 16-15, 111. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Highlights tonight in 7 National News.